Hello everyone, welcome back to another Rosie video. I'm sorry I haven't made videos in a while. I had a very busy semester at school, but that's besides the point. Welcome back to another Star Wars Unlimited video. Today we're talking about some new spoilers for Set 5. I cannot believe this game is on Set 5 already. It feels like it's flying by. And I've really enjoyed every single set. The recent set was Set 4, Jump to Light Speed. It honestly is one of the best sets, I think, in the game. It goes toe to toe with Set 1. My favorite personally is Set 1, but Set 4 is right there. But Set 5 is shaping up to maybe take over the top spot because I've really loved everything they've been spoiling so far. I've been keeping up to date with stuff personally. I haven't really made any videos on it, like I said, but today I finally had some time to sit down, wanted to make a video, could not wait to make a video, and I wanted to talk about this unit right here, Darth Vader. Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction, and him being blue-black is awesome because my favorite deck in Star Wars is Iden Blue. I know that's like, you know, I'm a monster for sure. I realize I'm the villain for playing hard control like that. But this is a really exciting card for that deck and for literally every single blue-black villain deck. It's going to be really playable, I think, and I don't know if it's going to be super expensive like Set 1 Vader is because it's a little bit different style of a card. And when I first read this card, I didn't really think too much of it, too crazy, but then I reread the card and was like, oh, we might have something here. But anyway, Darth Vader, Twilight of the Apprentice, is a 6-cost ground unit. It's a blue-black card, like I said before. 5/6 Force Imperial Sith. When played, give a shield token to a friendly unit into an enemy unit. On attack, defeat an enemy unit with a shield token on it. So, first time I read this card, I was like, hey, that's pretty good. You can play them, shield something big on your side, or shield something real good on your side. Give their shield to maybe one of their crappy units, defeat it, maybe one of their better units if you can attack really quickly with it. Go to your next turn, untap, attack, defeat the enemy unit. And then I started thinking a little bit deeper and thought about, how can we give this thing ambush? Ambush, if we have a way to ambush it, for example, ECL, because it's a 6-cost unit, you can get that on attack trigger as it's played. So you're basically taking 3 individual abilities or whatever. So when played with trigger, give a shield token to a friendly unit and an enemy unit. Let's say you give it to a big sentinel in their field, you give the shield token to Vader himself, because it does not say another friendly unit. You can give Vader the shield token. So you shield Vader, you ambush into the new let's say you ECL it, right? So you ambush into the unit that you just, or let's say you don't even go into the unit that you just shielded. I attack a different unit that was not shielded. The on attack trigger will trigger before damage is dealt. I'll defeat the unit that I shielded with the when played ability, and Invader will attack the whatever his target was with the ambush and hopefully kill them. If he does kill them, his shield will pop. Now we have Darth Vader exhausted on our side of the field. He took out 2 units. And he has no shield or anything like that, but he has full health. That trade alone can win you the game in a lot of games, in my opinion. The detail that I missed when I first read this card that I think is really important is the defeat an enemy unit with a shield token on it. This does not say defeat a non-leader enemy unit with a shield on it. This says defeat an enemy unit. So that means that you can kill other leaders with this Vader. So blue essentially just got a 6-cost unit that if you can ambush it, you can rivals fall their leader. That's insanely strong. With a 5/6 body that stays around, you can shield himself so he doesn't take any damage, or you can shield one of your other bigger units. There's a lot of versatility that can be done with this. So again, it's really strong, even if that defeat an enemy unit said defeat a non-leader enemy unit. But the fact that you can defeat shielded enemy units or shielded leader units is crazy, especially considering that there are leaders that flip over with a shield, like they're shielded. So Iden, like I said, I play Iden blue. I flip over my Iden. Somebody can just Darth Vader, put their shield on some other unit that they don't that they'll kill the next turn, and kill my Iden with their own shield. Is that going to be game breaking and impossible to play around? No, I don't think so. It's going to be a top end finisher for blue control. I think for a lot of blue control decks, it's going to speed up control. So one of my biggest issues as an Iden player is when I play in tournaments and stuff like that. A lot of time, for example, I recently played in a store showdown. I took third place. The only game I lost was because of time in game 3. We got to turn 2 or 3 in game 3. And the opposing player, really nice guy, really good Sabine Data Vault player. We had no damage on base. This is a whole other tangent. Basically, he won the game 3 because he was able to 4-cause, I believe, in me on turn 3 for 3 damage or 4 damage. And he won the game. He won the entire match off that. Although I thought, in my personal opinion, if we would have played the game out, I had him. We were at turn. Turn 3. We were at turn 3 with 0 damage on either base, with a Sabine player and an Iden player. He had no way to attack me that turn too, because I just had a great start as Iden. In my opinion, that game gets played out. I'm playing Colossus too, so 35 health base. The game gets played out. I think it goes in Iden's favor. I struggled because I don't have enough time to get to my Avenger or my Annihilator or anything like that because the game 3 ended. In that specific store showdown too, they cut the time down to be a little bit shorter. And we're just kind of like, sorry, control players, we don't want to be here till 1 a.m. Not a big deal. I'm not upset about it at all. Like I said, I was very happy with third place. It was my first ever store showdown. But, it left a taste in my mouth like, hey, I could have, maybe done a little bit different. Besides the point, that's a completely different tangent. The reason I bring that up is because, like I said, currently control players are fighting to get to their Avenger turn. So turn 8, right? Theoretically, if they're not playing green and resupply, whatever, that doesn't matter. Let's say Iden, for example. I'm playing until I can Super Laser Blast on my Resource 8 turn and Avenger on my Resource 9 turn. That's like the go-to, hey, I just won the game. With Darth Vader as a 6, it gives control players the option to be able to close out the game a little bit sooner. I think this is going to see a rise. I mean, we already kind of saw a rise in control with Jango Fett getting banned. I wish I would have made a video talking about that and all those bans and stuff like that. Because I was, again, keeping up with it. Just didn't have time to sit down and make a video and edit it and stuff like that. But I think in the this is going to speed up control decks and give them a closer for the 6-cost turn. Because imagine being the Sabine player and you're fighting you're dueling the Colossus Iden player, and they still have 17 health left at Resource 6 turns, so turn 5, and they drop Vader, kill whatever bit your Sabine with a Darksaber on it, with an ambush or something. I guess Iden Blue, it couldn't really ambush it. Let's say you're playing against Kira Green, and the Kira player ambushes in Darth Vader and kills your Sabine with a Darksaber and all this other stuff. It just gives them more options, right? Bringing that up, I brought up I had the list of all the leaders in the game that currently have been spoiled or already exist, right? And I think a lot of the blue-black leaders, like Thrawn, can probably find a spot to put Vader in, especially if it's the Thrawn green where you're trying to ramp with super laser tech and stuff like that. Well, I get, okay, you're not trying to ramp with super laser tech. You're running like a ramp package with Thrawn, right? So you're running green. Super laser tech does not work with his ability. Please don't flame me in the comments for that. I did not intend for it to sound like that. Asajj probably is going to, or Ventress is probably going to be the same thing. It's just going to be a solid card to put in any blue-black deck. If I'm running Newt Gunray and I have a Vader, I'm probably putting it in Newt Gunray, just because it's that strong at the 6th slot. And maybe there are reasons not to, but our set 2 leaders, Kira and Gar Saxon, each of these, or both of these, love to see Vader. One, because when Gar Saxon, you play Vader with Gar, and let's say you give him the shield, right? You give him the shield that he gives to a friendly unit. Well, Gar gives him the +1/+0 because he's a friendly upgraded unit, which is just a nice little, like, now he's hitting for as a 6/6 instead of a 5/6, which, you know, every point matters in this game, right? Then Kira is typically played with ECL or green. I know there's some Kira Data Vault players now that are out there and doing stuff, but I think if you have access to this card, you're going to be running Kira green, in my opinion, if that's the package that you're going for. Again, Krennic loves to see it. Iden also loves to see it. It doesn't necessarily help these decks as much as it would help a Kira ECL or a Gar Saxon deck or maybe some others I'm not even thinking of. But it's a strong enough card that if you have it, why would you not play it? That's just my opinion. Again, I am really excited about set 5. If people care and they want me to talk about more cards and stuff like that, I would love to make more videos like this, analyzing cards, seeing what decks they go into. Even I've thought about doing some deck building videos. Some of my deck builds are horrible though, which is maybe a reason not to do deck building videos. But it is fun to deck build and theorize and make different versions of decks and upgrade them and stuff like that. I enjoy. That's what I love about card games. So I might do that in the future. Not going to be the most competitive decks or anything like that, but they should be fun. They should be maybe flavorful. I don't know. There's a lot of different things you can do when it comes to deck building. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know down below. Are you excited about Darth Vader or this Darth Vader? I guess we have multiple Darth Vaders now. But do you think he's going to be super strong? Do you think he's kind of meh? Do you think he's... Are you going to run him in some deck? You know, like what deck are you planning on putting him in? Do you think he should be banned? I don't think people are saying that yet, but, you know, could happen at some point. It's a lot of value on one card, but I am a fan. Something I forgot to talk about that I just thought of, the scene that is depicted on this card is aura. Like, this is one of the coolest scenes in Star Wars. Is it a little bit crazy and eccentric and over the top and stuff like that? Absolutely, it is. It is. He is aura farming for sure. This is not like a something that makes sense at all. There's no logic, but it is cool, and I do like that because of the rule of cool always wins. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Please watch my other videos. If you like Star Wars stuff, like and subscribe. If you want me to make more content like this, please leave a comment down below. And I'd love to engage in discussion with you guys about cards that are coming out and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one.